What?
Mate! Yes! Dude,
happy ending.
I have trust issues.
Me too.
Because maybe there weren't even any signs that it was gonna be a bad ending. Okay, very interesting. I mean, I can't believe we actually got a happy ending.
Me too. I was ready for the tragedy.
I thought what was gonna happen was he was gonna get stabbed or something.
Yeah, so did I.
And she was gonna be poisoned.
I thought, okay, no, here's where I thought she was ending. I thought they were gonna hang her.
I'm actually a
like,
bit
throw
sick.
her-
My stomach, I think, genuinely, that I don't feel well.
Honestly, the stress was real. But I genuinely thought her ending was going to be when they framed her for treason.
I thought they were gonna kill
thought they
her
were
right
gonna kill
there.
her, yeah,
And it was
so
gonna be
did
one of those movies where like he's gonna have to deal with the
Yeah,
and then
that's
he
what I
ends up
thought.
probably killing himself or some shit.
That's what I thought he was going.
Yeah.
That's where I thought he was going. But obviously, pleasantly surprised, I guess.
I mean, so music-wise, I think definitely the right choice in terms of music. There's been a ton of discussion in the channel, like, oh, what's the next movie, all this other stuff. I think music-wise, this is definitely one of the strongest music movies we have seen. And in terms of music score, there is a reason, I think, why movies in India are so long, especially like the really good ones, the classic ones. I think the only reason why they're able to maintain such lengths and that people don't mind it is because they're getting stimulated constantly. And this has been a theme that's happened and I think is very unique to India, is that in the longer movies, you do get even longer music scores, but music becomes even an entity or a character in the film. The movie never really lets you like fall asleep or just sort of really run in the background. As a matter of fact, this movie, at the beginning, in the first maybe 30 minutes, I was like, oh no, this movie might make this mistake where there's a ton of stuff going on, but because it's overstimulating, it's a ton of war, it's a ton of like extras, there's drums and everything, it can sort of lull you, and then you can sort of, I think, my interest might sort of dwindle. And then it starts to do the thing that I think Indian cinema does the best, where it's like you're getting stimulated like a Dolby Digital experience, 3-dimensional, maybe 4th-dimensional, who knows. If he looks up, there's a swell. If he looks down, there are minor keys and de-escalations, and there are minor arrangements and diminished notes and conflict. If she looks up or if she extends her hand, if there's physical touch, there are twinkles. It's like, oh mate, this is sick.
I know. What I really loved about the whole score, because it is absolutely magical, is the fact that it was written as if it was part of a new script, like as if it was dialogue, like if it was aiding part of the actors' performances. Because for a lot of for example, for the scene where he is discovering what her religious beliefs are, that he comes into her praising, right? There's a lot of non-spoken communication, so everything was actually made obvious because of the musical score, because of what the dialogue was actually letting you prepare yourself for, but it was aided and like complemented by the musical score. The fact that there were very few little scenes where the music was taken away just to amplify its impact whenever it was brought back, it's such a brilliant choice by AR, because he actually visioned what the scene would be with constant music and what it wowould be without it. How to re-enter the scene in a way that it was also impactful but never too invasive. So because the thing about historical dramas is that you have to build a world that is believable. Whether this was based on true facts, you have to make people think that all of it, exactly as you're seeing it, was the truth. So how do you make something so involved, something so inclusive? And that's exactly what the score actually does, that it brings this fourth element of entertainment, but it's also pulling you into the whole storyline. The beauty of the dynamics between both of these characters, Hrithik and Aishwarya, is that they understood the micro expressions. They understood the non-verbal communication so well that a lot of the emotional impact and their emotional journey was expressed and heightened again by the music. And I think that's why I'm so confident. I don't know why I have such a hunch, but I'm so confident that the score was written after the movie was edited and put together.
But aside from that, yeah, fantastic.
Awesome.
But in terms of Hrithik's performance, Amitabh's performance with the narration, the mothers, the elder mother, obviously Aishwarya, fantastic. The only problem was the physical aspect of it.
Yeah, the physical fights, I definitely have a
Anything
gripe
else?
with that. No, I just thought they were unnecessarily long
Yep.
and really badly choreographed. They just felt so unrealistic in comparison to everything that they have worked so hard to build.
And it was 2008. I don't buy it. Maybe in the 70s I would have been like, maybe that's fine.
Yeah,
80s.
maybe early 2000s I would have been like in the 90s. I would have been like, yeah, fair enough.
No, and the reason why it stands out like a sore thumb is because the movie's
Everything else is awesome.
outstanding.
Yeah.
Like, outstanding movie. And again, I was really worried. Here in the West, we're not used to sitting down and watching a movie for fucking 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Except for the Avengers.
That was 3 hours though.
No, this is long.
Yeah, this is fucking
long.
even an hour longer, maybe.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah, it's brutal. And here I am. Like, I'm pretty fresh.
Yeah,
You know,
not bad at
I'm
all.
all right. So, let us know what you guys thought about it. And look, even everything's turning off. Everything's like, we've been on for so long. Thank you so much for watching. We love you guys.
I will see you in the next one. Thank you
goodbye.
very much.
Bye. Have a great time.